let me tell you a little bit about my guest. He is just like his mentor. He's multi-talented, an award-winning creative who entered the world of art direction just after high school. So he knew at a very young age what he wanted to do. He had a dream. He manifested it by honing his studies and skills at Gallywood and Ganata College of Art and Design. And of course, having Ambassador Dr. Prince Kojo Hilton as a mentor is the icing on the cake. But before that, though, let's find out what's happening during the week on Africa Global Radio. And then after that, we will find out from Mami about what's happening in the art scene around the world. And then some more music and then our guest. I really love Burna Boy's music. Okay, Andre, we're back. We're back. Once again, welcome to the show. The first question I'm going to ask you. So, for those listening, during the break, I was asking him where he got this heavy duty name from. And of course, it's from French parents. But the man doesn't speak French. And you can all boo him from your houses. Can you imagine? Anyway, tell me concisely your journey to this point in life.
Okay. There was this guy that, when I started, I was in the house doing painting. And then I met one guy. He's dead now. So he came to see my works, and then he was like, but you go for draw. Why don't you bring this kind of thing into the movie industry? And I said, I wish, but I don't have any links.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay, then let's go and then see someone I think he might help. So we went to Adabaka, and then he showed me to Prince. So I met Prince, I met Kwame, I met Funny Face, I met Bismarck the Joke.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, Bismarck was not a star like that. Yeah, he was into props and set.
Okay.
Yeah. So I met these guys, and then I began to, learn. So anytime I do a work, I show it to Prince and then Bismarck and Kwame. And then they're like, oh, okay, the guy he's doing well. So I think as time goes on, Prince, any set that Prince will go, I follow him.
So you became like his protege.
Yeah. In fact, I was living in his house for like 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a serious mentorship, huh?
Yeah. And then Prince never took any money from me. He taught me wholeheartedly.
No, from the person, because he was here about a month ago. You can see his passion for his work is
Prince is, if not him, I don't know where I'll be now. So.
Well, you would be in a different place, but you will be doing something because you had the skills. It was the skills that took you to Prince.
Yeah. So I was with him all these years, and then I decided to, go away because I felt that, okay, I have learned so much from him, and then I have to start on my own. So I met this guy to Vegas. He has been going on set more times. So I begin to follow him. So we go on set, then I assist him. So he's a set designer, and then I
be an assistant or something like that.
So gradually, I became a boss on my own.
How long did that take?
Oh, working with Vegas, I think, let me say like 1 year.
Okay.
And then I became a boss on my own.
So on average, how many projects were you working on maybe in a month?
In a month, it would be like 3 projects.
Okay. So you had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Or should I say practical experience?
Anyhow, yeah. So that is what I learned. And then now, I'm here, and I'm traveling, I work in Nigeria. Both Nigeria and Ghana, which is, cool. I thank God for my life, because I wasn't expecting this to happen, because I was then, I do the drawings,
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to like I go to the center, art center, and then
Yes.
sell them.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm sure that maybe by now I'm just looking for a let's say an exhibition
Yes,
to
to
sell
exit
my
the
works.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has. I mean, life. I mean, it changes. So
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me, for people who don't know, what is set design and art direction, and how does it enhance like a visual piece, like a movie or a theater or an event?
you know, set designing and art directing is two different things
Mm-hmm.
altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So if let's say I'm on set,
But you do both, don't you?
yeah, I do both.
Yes.
But in Ghana here, we don't do. I think the art directing that we do in Ghana here is more of like props and sets.
Yes.
You understand? We don't do proper art directing.
Yeah.
Because in Ghana, dear.
Oh, you continue.
So if on set and then someone calls me, Andy, I want you to create a farm, or let's say I want you to create a coven.
Mm-hmm.
There, I have to sit down and think as an art director. I have to think if there's a production designer. I talk to the production designer. Okay, this is what we're going to do. So what do you think? The production designer, he's there. He's like the head of the
Yes.
production.
Of
So
course.
I show him how it's going to be. Then maybe when everything is done, I come on set. Then I design the set. That is where the set designer will come in and then design the set.
So the art director would visualize it,
Yes.
and the set designer would do the actual,
Perfect.
like the construction and
Yes.
those things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if I come, but me most times I want to do it myself because I feel that
You have the vision, so
Yes.
yeah.
the boys don't have the vision. So I do it myself. I do the three of them myself. I do the art directing, the production manager, and the
Set design.
designing myself.
And so you do things like carpentry and stuff like
Yeah.
that?
I
Oh,
do.
wow.
I'm basically art.
Uh-huh.
I do everything myself. The carpentry works, the painting, everything is
Uh-huh.
on me.
Oh, wow. 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 And what do you like about the work?
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. I mean, especially when you are
I think it's fun with hindsight, because when you are on set and things are falling apart around you, then it's not funny.
yeah.
It's afterwards that you
I
find.
remember once I was then shooting and then on the set we were shooting and then one painting just fell from the
Oops, wall.
wall. So I thought maybe they would have cut that scene and then reshoot again. So later I was watching the film and then I saw the painting just fall. I said, wow, this like it drive me crazy. Like I was like, oh God, why?
And nobody on set thought to reshoot the scene?
Nobody. I was surprised.
Not even the director?
Not even the director.
Shay.
And then after your name is on the movie and
The
but
people
who
see.
did this? Andy. Andy Pa. But you understand? It's some way. Yeah. It's really really some way.
You were not on set when it was filmed?
I was there.
And you, why didn't you
I told them,
protest?
and they said, "Oh, they are going to reshoot that scene." So
You should
yeah,
relax.
and then all of a sudden, there is in a TV.
Dropping paintings.
Wow, yeah. It-
Okay, yeah.
It's to me, it's fun to me, and I like arts. So anything I see, I like it. Anything I see,
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So what are your pastimes? What are the things you do to enhance?
Sometimes when I'm in a house, anything I see, I pick.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mic here. Maybe I can do something aside the mic. I pick it. I keep it in my room for like 3 years, 2 years. Till I get the idea. The idea, something has told me, okay, you can do something with the mic. So take it. I pick it and then go and put it in my. So they always say, more props for the more baller for, to be a baller for. Understand? Like we are baller people. Because my room is
packed with things that you can use on
Yeah.
set, or things that you are waiting for the inspiration to come for
yes.
you to do.
If it doesn't come, I don't touch it.
Yeah.
But something is telling me to take it. So anything I see, I pick. Yeah. I can see a countess. I can see a paper. Okay, pick it. I'll pick it. I'll go and keep it in the room.
And find something to do.
And find something to do with it.
Yeah. Okay, take us through the process. They've come to call you to work on this movie. What do you do? How does it? You've been given the job. What's the first thing you do in preparation for fulfilling your role as an art director or set designer?
Okay, if I get a script, the first ever thing I do is to pray.
Okay.
That's the first thing I do. Pray, and then read the story. After reading, I do all my breakdown and my budgets. If the director can pay, fine. If he cannot pay, I walk out. Because the work that I'm coming to do for you is not just any work. You know, here Ghana, they made it. I like using Ghana a lot.
Well, I mean, if a lot of the experience is here, it's understandable.
Yeah, in Ghana here, they add props and sets, and then props manager. You understand, which is wrong to one person.
Okay.
So.
Oh, they don't have like a department.
They don't have a department for it. So.
Because I mean, I've worked on. I don't know if you've an MTV series called Sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've worked on those, and you know the props department is.
Yeah, you see, yes, you see a lot of them.
And people are there. People who do look for whose jobs are to source specific.
Yes.
Specific thing. Even in the art department, you have the carpenters and a whole lot of people.
But in Ghana, in Ghana, you are one man is to one job.
Well, I suppose it's also. I think also the other thing too, which is a challenge for us in Ghana, is we don't put value on an awful lot of the roles.
Yeah.
So we think of producer, actors, and director, and then everything is secondary. Sound, all those things are secondary. So
So
I think also maybe there's also a part where they don't actually understand the value of those specific roles.
Yeah. They don't, especially when it comes to props. They just don't understand. Yes, it's like, okay, it's a, they think that props is just, okay, let me put this painting here.
Some curtains here.
Some curtains here, table here, chairs, and then we are done. You understand? But there is more to it than how they are seeing it.
Funny you mentioned that. A few months ago, we had an interior designer, and she was mentioning the same thing. Like, people seem to think that interior designer, you come and put up curtains and some 1, 2 and go. But when she broke it down for us, it's a very intense.
Yeah, it's very, very, like, I think next week I'll be going to shoot a TV, a movie. And then the director is asking me to build a coven.
Okay.
I've never seen a coven before. Have you?
Did he show you pictures?
He never showed me pictures.
Okay.
But I feel I can build it. I can do it.
Have you researched it, obviously?
Yes, I researched it. But then I was using a technique in doing that. I can build a coven here that you not even see that it's a coven, but it is a coven. You get me? So we're working on that, but I think the money problem is some way. So like.
So before a movie starts, how long are you given to get your thing in order? How much pre-production do you have?
Well, in Ghana, they will tell you have about 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Okay.
But me, I
But
feel
that is 3 weeks for you to crew up
yeah,
and then source for your materials and figure
yeah.
out
Even 3 weeks
a lot.
yes, it's a lot. But
By then, they've shot part 1, 2, and 3.
yes, I'm telling you. So me, when you give me the scripts, I make sure that I use about 1 month,
Mm-hmm.
2 months to prepare. If you say 2 months, but this is too long. With the thing fast, let's shoot. But you don't understand the job.
Yeah.
You understand? If you can get, I want to mention a producer's name, but I forgot him. He will give you the time. Just
Do what you need
do
to.
what you do, and then come back and come and tell me. If I come back and then I come and tell you, okay, Andy, and then he's like, oh, fine. I mean, he's okay. That than she herself is giving you pressure.
And then you just do anything.
Anything,
for them.
anyhow. You understand?
Because everything needs time, especially artistic processes. They need time. It's not some 2x4 something that you throw together.
Yeah. I remember I went to Nigeria. We went to film for AY.
Mm-hmm.
That was I think Merry Men.
Okay.
So we were filming for Merry Men. I mean, he gave us all the time to do what we are supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I didn't do props and sets. I did special effects.
Okay. Oh, so okay, that too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So he was like, I'm giving you all the time for you to prepare yourself and come back and shoot with us.
Where did you learn the special effects from?
From Prince. From Prince. Yeah, I learned this from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are I read about you online, and it says you are an award-winning international youngest art director / set designer. Explain that to us, and then tell me what impact this has had on your career.
In fact, this award was not something I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Because anytime people ask me, Andy, your works, like, don't they go for award, don't you? And I say, oh no, Ghana here they don't pay. If only they can pay, fine, I would submit my work. So it was a friend who submitted it, and then he said, Charlie, Andy,
What exactly did they submit?
my works.
Yeah, but what is it? What like it works? But what is it? Was it a painting? Was it pictures of sets? What?
Yeah, pictures of sets.
Okay.
Yeah. And my shows too that
Show
I've done.
reels
Yeah.
and okay.
And then when he was like, Andy, I have posted
Entered
work,
you.
so the rest is on you. So I thought I was going to get money.
Oh, Andy.
Me, I like money, so
Yes, but you know, in this life, when you chase something really hard, that's when it sometimes becomes problematic.
yeah.
You know, like when you are desperate for something, then it doesn't come. But it's like when they say prayers, you know how somebody will pray for the same thing every day, every day, every day, when really you pray on it properly 1 or 2 times, and then you leave it in the hands of God for it to happen.
Yeah.
As and when but when you are pressuring God every day, do this thing, that thing, it will never happen for you.
So, the question again.
Yes, about your award.
Yeah. So he said, Andy, now your name is there. It's up to you. Just find people who are gonna vote for you. And I said, okay. So the day came, and then I
Won.
I won.
What was the name of the awards?
I think ARB something. I've forgotten.
Okay.
Yeah. So I won
What did they give you?
the award plaque.
Pet.
Pet.
At least. And did you go to an award ceremony?
Well,
Did you go to was there an award
Yeah, yeah,
ceremony?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there was. So they give me that. But what it has inspired me to at least I have gotten something.
Mm-hmm. And that something can open doors where the thing that you want will come through.
Yeah, like this one. I never knew I was going to be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
But that's it. I mean, it's also nice. I mean, when people are talking and you have award winning, in front of your
yeah,
name, yeah, it shows like there's
yeah.
something serious. I'm going to ask you something very, very personal. When I asked you about the reading, and you said you had a stroke.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like intense. You're a very young man, and normally when, or I shouldn't say that. I've know at least two other young guys, and I've always found it surprising because usually these are things you associate with older people or people who are not living, a lifestyle that they're indulging in certain. What happened?
I don't know what happened. I was on set one day, and then I just couldn't feel my legs and my arm, my left arm, my left arm, left leg. It wasn't working, and I said, "Oh, okay, maybe I must be tired, so let me go sleep." So I think it was in the morning. So from morning to evening, I was sleeping. I slept, and when I woke up, it was. I said, "No, they have to take me to the hospital." And then the doctor said I had a stroke. So I was like, "Oh, how?"
Because that's exactly in my mind. How?
I was like, doctor, how? So it happened last year, June. Yeah, last year, June.
Did you feel any pain, or it was just your arm and
No, at that time I used to
what was it? Your left side or right side?
right side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I it was some way. It was some way because I didn't feel the pain. I was feeling pain in my head
Mm-hmm.
every day, but I thought it was just this. Maybe your head is no normal headache. You understand? Until
a friend of mine died last year. It was actually a young guy that I taught at. He studied directing at a private film school. I was his tutor, and I used to take him on set and everything with me. He is about 30, and he was having headaches, but he wasn't doing, or if he goes to the hospital, they'll say malaria something, and then he will leave. But he actually had an aneurysm. He had a tumor on his brain, and he died. He had a stroke, and then 2 weeks later, his heart, the aneurysm burst, and he died. That was it. So the thing with headaches is like they're really serious things.
yeah, you might see it's something simple,
So
but
to go and take paracetamol, and you
paracetamol,
continue,
yeah,
but
yeah. So when I had it, now if you ask me to draw, I can't draw. Yeah, I can't draw. It's coming like little by little that I can draw
but
some.
you've been doing physiotherapy. You did
Yeah,
physiotherapy. Yeah.
yeah. So now if you ask me to draw, I really can't draw like I used to, but I can draw, but not like.
What was the impact of the stroke on you, as you see? What did it interrupt? I mean, apart from your ability to draw with the level of skill that
Yeah,
you used to
my
do.
speech.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm talking, my voice, it's like there are breakages in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my voice and then my arm. I think yeah, basically that's it.
And obviously, reading too, you
Yeah,
have
you can tell me something now. When I go outside, I'll forget. When you
okay.
tell me something right now, I go outside, I'll forget. Yeah,
And
but they are coming. They said it takes a longer time
uh-huh.
to recover. So they're coming gradually. They're coming gradually. They're unlike first. I mean, first it was nah, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't good at all.
Um, what did the doctors say caused it? What? Because it's a little frightening. when you hear of young people
Mm,
and this is happening?
yeah, I think it was hypertension.
Mm.
Yeah,
Did you know? Is it something that
I
runs
didn't
in
know.
your family?
I didn't know.
You didn't know. Wow. But
I
now
didn't
you
know.
are taking super care of yourself,
Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah,
I,
very, very, very.
you know, I'm asking this because we had a guest who went through a stage of depression for 2 years.
Wow.
She said, like, sometimes you can be in her room for months. She will not come out. She will not talk to anybody. Her family did not recognize her because the whole chemistry of her brain had changed. But she said one thing that it did for her, taking her to those depths, her artistry just,
Mm,
you know, it increased. There was something about having that experience that really opened up her creativity. And I'm just wondering, have you had that experience?
no, I've never had that experience. But sometimes I think deep.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that happens to me that I think very, very deep. Things outside the world.
What was the kind of mental fortitude that you needed to, after you'd had the stroke? Obviously, you're much better now, but at that time, it was it feels like things have been taken away from you.
Mm,
I don't know if I'm making
no,
sense. Like, because obviously you were taken to hospital, you were treated, but once you came out from hospital, I mean, do you have to take medication?
yeah,
I mean, so the thing is, at one point you were running around, you were on set, you were working long hours doing everything, then all of a sudden you
yeah,
can't anymore.
yeah. It was some way because I lose my memory.
Mm-hmm.
I see my friend and I call her by different name.
Okay.
I see this person, I call the person by different name. I mean, I lost my memory. I This one is personal. It's like when I had all my girlfriends just left like that. Like
All your girlfriends,
yes, you just left.
plenty.
Yeah, they just left. Like
No, but I mean, that one is scary. I mean, you hear so many cases where people are together, then something terrible hits one of the partners, and the
yeah,
person
they
doesn't have the strength to hang around.
yeah
Maybe they
because
were just there to chop your money.
yeah I I have learned a lesson. So
Yeah, but it must be scary
yeah,
because, I mean, you don't know what to do. So the best thing
I
to do
see
is to leave.
I see this girl and I call her by different name,
Uh-huh.
and I but you are calling me like another girl, so you understand? And then
Yeah.
she
Because
I'm
your memory has gone.
yeah,
So you were calling people by different names, and of course they think you are cheating somewhere,
yeah,
which you were anyway.
no.
Oh, I thought you said your girlfriends left
Or
you.
like two. Or like two.
Two.
Mm.
Hey, Feb, did you hear that too?
There were two.
Okay. So, are you? I mean, obviously, you are still recovering, as you said.
Yeah.
It's gonna take. Can
And
you work to the same capacity that you were working before?
no, I can't work like before.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have no. Luckily for me,
You have assistants.
stands
Uh-huh.
that if a director sends me a script, I give it to him. He reads it, and then I just do the glance. Like I just glance through, and I pick out the main thing I have to do.
Yeah,
But he would have to go
and
through
do
the
the
same.
nitty gritty
Yes.
of everything, like go through it line by line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's the most exciting project you've worked on?
Um, I I did this. Okay, did this job. Despite son's wedding.
Oh, that big wedding.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then from there we went to Nigeria. We shot with AY. That was Merry Men.
Mm-hmm.
And then I shot Black Beach.
Okay. What's that?
Black Beach is Spain and Ghana shoots.
Okay.
It's yeah.
Prince was on there too, no?
No, Prince.
No, his was a Kenyan one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I worked on another one, and then Joseph. I worked on Joseph. That was Jamaican and Ghanaian movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that movie about?
I forgot.
Hey.
I forgot.
Then it's not the most exciting project if you have. Oh, but then you can't remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me, how does somebody get into set designing? What are the kind of skills they should have? And then would you advise that, what kind of things should they do? Should they go to school? Should they be watching, reading? What advice would you give to somebody who wants to get into set designing?
Well, for me, because people do come to me, they want to learn the set designing. I tell them to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Then.
And there are there designated set designing courses? Like, does NAFTI do a set designing course?
One thing about me, I never go to NAFTI or mine just came like that. You understand?
And then you had a good mentor.
Yeah.
Mm.
For instance, I never went to SHS.
Okay.
I went to the College of Arts because I was feeling that if you go to SHS and then you pick a course like visual arts, they don't take you deep into the arts. They don't teach you deep.
It's like an overall
yes.
something, like a surface thing where you, but it doesn't. But I think the deepness comes from the practice, because there's theory which you can learn at school. But, when I was at film school, we had two very good directors. One of them was brilliant working on set. Brilliant on set, but the other director wasn't good on set. What he was good at was teaching, directing. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's some cases where you can get the theory in school, but when you get into the real world, the practicals, that's where you really find out what the job is truly about.
So me, if they come, I just tell them to, if only they can do it. Me, I ask you, are you an artist? Because when it's a plus for you if you're an artist, because if you don't,
you can turn your visions into something on paper for somebody to see.
Yeah. So that's it. Are you like?
Can you actually even be a set designer without being an artist?
Oh yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are into that. Like, they are not artists, but they are set designers. But if you are an artist, it's a plus for you.
It's a plus for you. Okay.
It's a plus for you, because if they say, okay, I want this, I want you to do this or draw something, it comes in your mind as an artist. But as like, if you're not an artist, and then someone asks, you have to think and be thinking but
yeah, because I think it would be difficult. It would be difficult.
Yeah, I have a friend like that. I used to work with him, my assistant. He doesn't draw. If you ask him to draw a pen, he cannot draw.
But he must have other artistic things though going on. I mean, because I can't believe
he did business in school.
Yes.
He doesn't have any idea. He just loves the job. So that's why I always ask them, do you really love the job? Can you do it?
Okay, so there's passion is one.
For the job. Yeah.
And then you even mentioned that maybe a bit of schooling in the right place, but obviously that would give you a sort of blanket thing, but it's then doing the work is
Yeah.
where you would really.
If you have the passion for something,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do it. You, yeah. So that's it. I always tell them, are you sure you can do it? If you can, no problem.
Is
No
there
problem.
any other things that they need to study on their own? Like, is it reading particular books or being into photography or what other artistic?
I don't think so.
You don't think so,
No,
eh? You don't think
I
so?
don't think so because if for me, if they come to me, the question I only ask them is that, are you sure you can do it? Can you do it?
Mm-hmm. But then, how does the person know they can do it unless they are in the situation? Because I'll give you an example. I went to film school. I graduated as an editor. And you know how we don't have respect for continuity in
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
country and script supervision. But the first time I did like something major like that was on a sugar set. And I was the script supervisor working with a director who's done Hollywood movies and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, it was like, oh my gosh, this job is actually bigger than
Yeah.
I thought it was. And I was having to coming back from set and contacting people I know in the industry to learn different things to be able to continue doing it. Then I finally learned it properly at the end, but I didn't enter it that way.
Yeah. You know, arts is something that's you don't. I feel that you don't have to learn. Yeah.
Explain.
Because arts, me like this. When I was in GHS,
Mm-hmm.
I never knew how to draw
Okay.
until I got to SHS.
Uh-huh.
I never knew how to draw. So it was between the middle of the time where I was supposed to graduate before I became serious.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. You go to school.
But you know, there is that something that says that if you, I'll tell you, my cousin, during lockdown, my cousin decided she was going to start painting. She hadn't painted before. But what she did was she dedicated a couple of hours to it each day. She read, she watched videos, and now, like 4 or 5 months down the line, she's producing really good work. So I think for that I think you come in with your knowledge, but I also think that if you keep on practicing something,
Yeah.
you will get better.
Yeah.
If you're consistent with it, you will get
Yeah,
you
it's
will
true,
get
it's
better.
true. So, like I'm saying, if you can draw
Mm-hmm.
or you can, I don't know how to, like, let's say you come to me,
Mm-hmm.
what can you do? Okay, I I might I might tell you, oh, me, I can draw, I can do hair, I can do blah blah blah.
Nails,
Yeah.
everything.
Okay, draw. Let me see. And then the person draws with something. She has done something. Where did you learn that from? It's from my mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You understand? That's why I'm saying that it is very good for you to go to school.
But that's an initial stage. But you can't stay like that all the time. You need to
Oh,
build
yeah.
up on top of it.
Yeah,
So it's a good starting point,
Yeah.
but you have to
yeah.
work on it and be
Yeah.
consistent with the
Yeah.
the work. Prince. Oh, I'm calling you Prince. I'll tell you why. I'm asking you your last question. What is the importance of mentorship? What is the importance of having a mentor? How is that advantageous to a person?
Okay, when I was with Prince, I mean, he taught me a lot without, I mean, no money, everything. And sometimes now that I'm like now, when Prince sees me,
Mm-hmm.
he's happy. It's like, oh, this guy has, I mean, he has learned from me. Now, you
He's
understand?
made you proud,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Because he's seen the impact
yeah,
of what he's given.
yes. So he's always like he doesn't. Prince is not selfish like that. You understand? Every day he sees my post, and it's like, wow, this guy is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's like I like it when he says, like, he's like, um, at least he too he's doing something that I mean, somebody that they can see, and now the like the thing has come true. So you understand?
Mm.
So
What about you? Having him as a mentor, how important is that?
me having Prince as a mentor, I want I'm finding that word, but I don't know the word to call. Like
Can you describe the word?
someone who is let's say the question again.
The importance of mentorship for you,
Mm.
having somebody like Prince as a mentor, how important is that to you, the development of
He
your
has really
career?
helped me. I mean, he has helped me a lot, and in this film industry, Prince has really really done well.
Mm.
And anytime I'm painting, people ask me, "It's Prince or Boss?" I don't know how they get to see it. They're like, "It's Prince or Boss?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and then they will be like,
He trained you well.
"Yeah, he trained you well." So I'm always happy when I go around people talking about Prince.
Yeah.
I'm always happy. People. I mean, if he said right now, I would be saying he would be tapping my back in my head. Stop that. Yeah, I know Prince. Yeah. So that's it.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for joining us on the Arts Africa. I tell you what, I wish you'd brought us, we'd had some visuals of your work. That would have been really, really nice. But maybe another time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Andy, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being so open about, obviously going through what you did with having a stroke, and the fact that you're fighting back, and
Yeah, I'm I'm
that's
still fighting.
no, but it's very inspirational, because some people can just give up.
Yeah.
Some people can just give up, and the fact that you didn't give up is also very inspiring to other people, because somebody will be sitting there thinking about one small problem, and they'll be doing drama and thinking it's a
I
big thing.
remember when I was in the bed, like I couldn't move out. I couldn't due to Prince came and then he was crying.
Oh,
He was like, cause he knew the jobs like I can do, and now I'm like this. I
and
mean,
then, yeah,
he
it's
started
okay.
crying, and I asked him, no, no, he shouldn't cry.
Because
I'll be fine.
you'll be fine. You'll
Yeah.
be fine. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me and us on this show and sharing your art direction and set design world with us. Okay, people, we're nearly at the end of the show, and I'm going to leave you with two thoughts. Our proverb today is, do not follow the path, go where there is no path to begin a trail. And I told you this Ghana thing we have, where somebody might be selling meat pies, and the next person will join them and sell meat pie, and another one will join them and sell meat pie. But if you go and you want to sell something different, people will be discouraging you, or maybe some negativity, or making you feel that it's not a good thing. That is the thing of setting your own trail. And the funny thing is, once you become successful, so they'll all be selling meat pies, then you come and you start selling fish pie or something, fish pie with some sauce, and they will tell you, hey, no, this thing, the people like meat pie, da, da, da. Once your fish pie starts selling, then they will all drop what they're doing, and they will come and follow you. And as I said, AGR, Africa Global Radio, is a perfect example of this, striking out on a path that no other radio station, I think, in the country is doing, and promoting and supporting all that is positive about Africa.